here if it needs to be. Oh, I know what's going on. That's the issue. Alright. Full range. Okay. Technically, episode 15. Alright. Anyway. Let's, okay, here we go. No, that's fine. I'm fine with this. And then... what am I doing? Where's... I don't need that. I have this. Okay. Alright. Had to figure that out all at once. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. Everyone else. Welcome to the Ragnar Show. It is your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian. I will be your host in this adventure through Eldoria. Eldoria is a fictional place. I created this with the use of AI, and AI will be our quote-unquote dungeon master for the duration of this. So the adventure itself was created jointly between me and the AI. The AI is just helping out and relaying and going a little crazy when I need it to be. I think this is more of a narrative story than anything. To which this is technically episode 15, but there have been episodes before this. I've also repeated some episodes. Don't worry about the chronology of this, honestly. It's not important. What is important is that we're about to go on an adventure. So I suppose... strap in. Let me introduce you to the secondary host of the night. Right above me, that is GB, or GPT. I call him GB, just cuz. He's gonna sound vaguely feminine for the first little block, but that's normal. Alright. Let's get into things. I, Ragnar the Barbarian, walk up to the Shrine of the Ancestors with my magical stone tablet, and I press the tablet against the surface of the shrine, and then back up and don't do anything. Oh wow, I got really good at that overnight. That's cool. Okay. Speech recognition. It, however, has not fixed that, so.
You.
What?
As Ragnar the Barbarian, you press the magical stone tablet against the surface of the Shrine of the Ancestors. The ancient runes and intricate carvings seem to absorb the essence of the tablet momentarily, casting an ethereal glow across the stone arch. However, without further action, the glow fades, and the shrine returns to its dormant state, standing silent in the heart of Roderick Village.
I despise
the Shrine
you.
of the Ancestor.
Okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to redo this. Like this. Because it is... These things happen. It gets confused. I gotta kind of help it along. Try this again. Also, let's switch up the music. I don't know why I can't do that. There we go. Sure, that works. Sick, it's working. Turn on you. Stop. There we go.
As Ragnar the Barbarian, you approach the Shrine of the Ancestors, a place shrouded in mystery and ancient magic.
Correct.
The shrine, with its enigmatic arch-shaped structure covered in faded runes and intricate carvings, has always been a focal point of lore and speculation among the villagers of Roderick. The night is quiet, save for the occasional rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze, and the moon casts a soft glow over the shrine, enhancing its mystical ambience.
I didn't have that detail.
Holding the magical stone tablet firmly, you press it against the surface of the shrine. The runes on the arch begin to resonate with a faint, otherworldly light, pulsating gently as if recognizing the tablet's presence. A sense of anticipation fills the air, a silent promise of ancient secrets on the brink of being unveiled. As the tablet makes contact with the shrine, the runes around the shrine glow brighter, and a soft, harmonious sound fills the air, reminiscent of a distant choir. The ground beneath your feet vibrates slightly, and the air around the shrine seems to shimmer, distorting reality itself. Then, as if compelled by an unseen force, the words Allons-y materialize before your eyes, glowing with a radiant light against the backdrop of the night. Remembering the instructions whispered by the legends of Roderick Village, you speak the words aloud with a bold, clear voice. Instantly, the archway responds. A portal materializes within its frame, swirling with colors that defy description, beckoning you to step through. The portal promises adventure and the commencement of the quest, into the Shimmering Gate, a journey that could reveal untold mysteries and perhaps change the course.
Yeah, okay.
ChatGPT can make mistakes. Consider checking important information.
Okay, alright. Let's move our way in, shall we? Yoink. Alright, stone tablet in hand, I walk through the shimmering gate of the Shrine of the Ancestors. And it should be automatic now. Let's hope it is.
Stepping through the shimmering gate of the Shrine of the Ancestors, Ragnar the Barbarian enters a realm beyond the ordinary. The portal, activated by the ancient stone tablet, transports you into a space that defies the natural laws of Eldoria. As the light from the portal fades, you find yourself standing on a path that weaves through a landscape surreal and vibrant. The air is filled with a subtle hum.
Slightly wrong. Not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, sure. I mean, it was working like 5 seconds ago. You kind of want to... You hate to see it. Let's just pick up where we were, shall we? Not about to wrestle with this thing. Okay, right about there. And we'll just pick it up. We'll just pick it up. Pick it up.
As you step into the portal with the stone tablet firmly in your grasp,
the
world around you dissolves into a whirlwind of colors and sensations. The ground beneath your feet feels as if it's moving,
All right, let's give her another try, and hopefully it'll work out. All right, I walk up to the Shrine of the Ancestors with the magical stone tablet in hand, and I press it against the Shrine of the Ancestors. She'll figure it out. The moment the tablet comes into contest. A portal, cool, alright. And then we do this. Straight to part 1. The magical stone tablet in hand, I, Ragnar the Barbarian, walk through the portal now in the Shrine of the Ancestors. Let's see if it does anything. It's gonna be a rough one. I can already feel it. She's bucking.
Ragnar the Barbarian, with the magical stone tablet firmly in hand, steps confidently through the portal opened by the ancient incantation at the Shrine of the Ancestors. The transition through the portal is a sensation unlike any other, a momentary embrace of the ether that defies the very essence of reality itself.
Cool. Okay. So we're going to be difficult today. I'm going to have to wrestle an AI.
What would you like
right
to
now.
do next in this enigmatic and ancient place?
It's not supposed
Explore
to say
the
that
surroundings
word.
for clues or artifacts?
Stop it. Let's do a bit of wrestling. Let's do a little bit of wrestling, shall we? Let's take it from the top.
The stone tablet in your hand continues to vibrate, its surface alight with new runes that weren't visible before.
Okay, cool.
These glowing symbols seem to pulse with a rhythm that matches the ebb and flow of the sea around you. Despite the tension from the surrounding pirates, the tablet commands your attention, hinting at the depth of its magic and the importance of your mission. As the crew of the Sovereign Reprisal watches you, their expressions a mix of curiosity and wariness, the tablet's vibrations begin to settle, as if it has found what it was seeking upon this ship. The runes slowly fade, leaving behind a sense of anticipation and a silent command for you to protect the royal children, a mission now entrusted to you by the magic of the tablet. The pirates,
It's gonna be a
still
weird
unsure
one.
of how to react to this display of arcane power, look to their leaders for guidance. The atmosphere is charged with a palpable energy, waiting for a spark to set off a reaction. Your presence on this ship.
Alright, I look at the first mate that walked up to me. She's clearly angry. Let's see where this goes. I'm Ragnar, son of my father. I hail from the village of Roderick. Let's see if it does anything that I need it to. Possibly not.
First mate Lisa Crowfeather's expression, a tempest of suspicion and challenge, softens ever so slightly at your introduction. Her stance remains guarded, yet there's a flicker of curiosity in her eyes.
I'm not sure why it's being odd.
Lisa, known for her sharp wit and quicker judgment, assesses you with a calculating gaze. Ragnar, son of your father, from Roderick Village, she repeats, her voice carrying a mix of skepticism and interest.
Okay, well, we have a second to fix this.
The sea breeze tangles her raven black hair, adorned with feathers and beads. As she steps closer, her posture relaxed but ready.
We're gonna Alright, with the stone tablet in hand, I press it against the Shrine of the Ancestors. Let's just roll it. Just roll it. We're doing it live. It gets this part correct, which is fantastic. I'm glad it does that. And then I guess I'll have to give it a bit of a push. I'm very concerned why it's not actually doing what I need it to do. But we'll cross that road when we get to it. I step forward into the portal and begin the quest beyond the Shimmering Gate. I feel like I could go look at this now. It's being odd.
Stepping forward, you pass through the portal, a tingling sensation enveloping you as you transition between worlds. The portal's light engulfs you, blinding for a moment before you emerge on the other side. You find yourself standing in a landscape that defies expectation, a valley shimmering with an ethereal beauty, lit by a soft, twilight glow despite the absence of a visible sun. The air is filled with a gentle...
It is really... It's really testing me today. Let's see what the issue is here. We're gonna do some on-the-fly editing here. Alright. I'm not sure why it's being odd. Quests. Was it? Oh. Okay. I see the issue. I see the issue. Okay, that's the issue. I gotcha. All right, let's try her out a little bit here, shall we? Make sure she's going right. It had the wrong quest documents in it. All right, with the stone tablet in hand, I press it against the Shrine of the Ancestors. Okay, it was fine like a second ago with the speech, this text to speech, but it is not doing it anymore. Not an issue. Alright, we don't need that part. And then we call... this? The stone tablet in hand, I walk through the portal.
As you step through the portal with the stone tablet in hand, the world around you dissolves into a swirl of colors and sensations. For a moment, you are adrift in a space that defies the senses, where time and distance lose their meaning. The feeling is disorienting yet exhilarating, a testament to the ancient magic at work. Then, as quickly as it began, the journey through the portal ends. You find yourself standing on the deck of a pirate ship, the salty air of the ocean filling your lungs and the creaking of wood underfoot.
Man, that took a second.
The sun blazes overhead, and the ship rocks gently with the rhythm of the waves. You're amidst pirates, their curious and wary eyes upon you, as if questioning how you appeared out of thin air. Before you have a moment to orient yourself, a commanding voice cuts through the murmurs of the crew. "Seize the intruder!" It's first mate Lisa Crowfeather, her keen eyes fixed on you, a blend of curiosity and caution in her gaze.
Crazy, it's working now. Weird.
Without a chance to explain, you're quickly captured by a couple of burly pirates and escorted below deck, your protests lost in the wind. The stone tablet is taken from you and handed to another pirate, who eyes it with a mix of wonder and suspicion before it's taken away, presumably to Captain Haley Blacktide.
Gotcha.
The brig of the ship is dark and smells of salt and old wood. The door slams shut with a resounding thud, leaving you in semi-darkness, the only light coming from a small barred window near the ceiling.
Fine with that.
You're alone, with only the sound of the ocean and the distant call of seagulls for company.
Alone, am I?
Here, in the brig of the Sovereign Reprisal, your quest truly begins. Your first challenge, to escape and find the royal children, Prince Elian and Princess Amara, hidden somewhere on this very ship. How do you wish to proceed? Will you look for a way to escape the brig on your own?
Alright, I guess I'll call out to see if anybody's nearby. It is a brig after all, there's probably cells around. Let's see if there's anybody there.
Your voice echoes off the damp wooden walls of the brig as you call out. Is anybody there? The sound of your own voice feels oddly comforting in the stillness, breaking the silence that envelopes you like a heavy cloak.
Envelopes?
For a moment, there's nothing but the sound of the ship creaking and the distant murmur of the sea. Then, from a cell not too far from your own, a voice responds. It's low and carries a hint of surprise, as if its owner hadn't expected to hear another soul down here. Seems we've got company, the voice says, tinged with a wry amusement. Didn't think the captain would be adding to our numbers today. What's your story, then?
I'm working.
Fall afoul of Blacktide or one of her crew? The voice belongs to a fellow prisoner, though you can't see them from your position.
Okay.
The ship's brig is not designed for comfort or easy conversation between inmates, but the presence of another person, especially one who seems willing to talk, is a small comfort.
Use my glasses now.
You have a few options on how to proceed. Share your story. You could explain how you ended up here, which might garner sympathy or advice from your fellow prisoner. Ask for information. Inquire about the ship, its crew, or any details that might help you understand your situation better and plan an escape.
We're just gonna...
Seek assistance. See if the other prisoner knows a way out, or can help you escape from the brig.
Joking.
Remain cautious. Keep details about yourself to a minimum, and try to learn more about the person you're talking to without revealing too much. How do you wish to proceed?
Okay, well, I guess I have to. I don't even remember what it's called. I'm trying to find a specific enemy. Oh, it's cloaked, is it? That's dumb. Okay. Okay, I call out to the woman. And I say, "What's up? It's your boy, Ragnar. I've been captured by pirates. Looking for a way out. I assume you are too, since you're in the brig. I'm also in the brig. Let's work together."
The brief silence that follows your introduction and proposal hangs in the air, heavy with anticipation. Then, the voice from the other cell chuckles, a low, mirthful sound that resonates through the brig's gloom. "Ragnar, is it? Well, you've got spirit, I'll give you that." The name's Corbin, not exactly the companion you were expecting, I wager.
I don't know.
But in the brig, we're all equals, aren't we?
Sure.
Corbin's tone is friendly, albeit tinged with a resigned acceptance of his current predicament.
It's her. Yeah, that's clearly a woman dressed in black. I'm assuming she's some kind of thief. I'm gonna ask if she has any lock picks or anything to get us out of this situation. I'm assuming you do. I mean, you're not even... I would assume you have one and you're not going to actually use it, at least until you get to land, because we're at sea. But I can offer a way for us to get off this ship, because I know I got here, like, mid-journey. Alright, I teleported here. Pretty fancy, huh? Help me get out of here, and maybe I can get you off this ship. Seems kind of smart, no? I'm hoping, at least.
Corbin's response carries a hint of amusement mingled with intrigue. "A teleporter, eh? Now, that's a tale worth trading. As for being a thief..."
Oh my god.
Well, let's just say I've acquired certain skills over the years.
Oh, okay, so it's okay.
Skills that have kept me alive but not, unfortunately, free of these iron bars. As for lockpicks, well, they didn't pat me down as thoroughly as they should have.
I'm guessing.
There's a brief pause, the sound of metal scraping softly against stone. I might have something that could help, but it's going to require a bit of finesse and a good deal of luck. These locks are old, not too sophisticated, but I'll need a clear line of sight and, more importantly, a distraction. If you can get that guard, Jory, close enough and keep his attention, I might be able to work these bars open.
Alright. I guess I'll scream, "Jory! Come here real quick." And like, well, I don't know, I'll do some dancing. I'll bust a jig. Hard. See if I can't get the guard's attention that way. And while the guard is attentionified at me, she can pick the lock.
With a plan in place, you brace yourself for a performance that will surely go down in the annals of pirate brig escape attempts as one of the most unconventional.
Okay, cool.
Taking a deep breath, you begin to call out loudly. "Hey, Jory! You've got to see this. You wouldn't believe what I can do, even locked up like this."
Okay. Yeah,
There's a moment of silence, and then the sound of footsteps approaching. You can imagine Jory, the guard, curious or perhaps bemused, making his way closer to your cell to investigate the commotion. As the footsteps grow nearer, you start your dance, a spirited jig that involves whatever footwork the limited space of the cell allows, coupled with an enthusiastic display of arm movements. It's a bizarre spectacle, one that you hope is captivating enough to draw and hold Jory's full attention.
It's frozen.
"Blimey, what's all this then?"
Blimey!
Jory's voice, laced with a mix of amusement and confusion, confirms he's right where you need him to be, his eyes fixed on your impromptu performance.
Love it when it does this.
Never seen anything like it. Are you alright in the head? You keep up your dance, adding more flair to ensure Jory's gaze remains locked on you, giving Corbin the crucial moments she needs. The faint sound of metal
Dance
scraping
music.
against metal reaches your ears, almost drowned out by the sound of your own heart beating and the soft shuffle of your feet. You dare not glance towards Corbin's cell, focusing all your energy on keeping Jory entertained and oblivious.
You know, I don't care.
After what feels like an eternity, but is likely only a few minutes, you hear a soft click, the sweet sound of success.
Sick. Okay, so
Corbin
she's
whispers,
fine.
just loud enough for you to hear, got it. Now comes the critical part, exiting your cell and making your escape without alerting Jory or the rest of the crew. Corbin's cell door might be unlocked, but you still need to get out of your own.
Alright, I'm just gonna kick the door open, and then I'm gonna karate chop Jory, just like in the neck. Hit him with the old karate chop to the neck, knockout on the ground. Movie trope, as always happens and succeeds. I'm pretty confident about that. How does it violate the content policy? I can't karate chop a dude in
Channeling
the
the
neck?
spirit of audacity that seems to have taken hold since your arrival on the Sovereign Reprisal, you decide on a course of action straight out of a swashbuckling adventure. With the dance still going, you gradually inch closer to the door of your cell, timing your movements to the rhythm of your jig. With a sudden burst of energy, you lash out at the door with a well-placed kick.
Bam!
Unfortunately, the door, built to withstand the assaults of the high seas and its desperate captives, doesn't budge.
Alright, I have less confidence.
The solid oak absorbs the impact, sending a jarring shock up your leg.
Okay, that hurt.
Jory, startled by the sudden change in your performance, steps back, his amusement turning into suspicion.
Oh, chill out. That was just part of the dance. I'm still bust a jig. And then I'm gonna look at Corbin and be like, knock him out or something, please. I can only dance for so long. I can only keep this up for so long. A little bit of lawnmower, how about that? It's my favorite one. Oh god. Just
Realizing
punched
the
my
need to
ears.
quickly diffuse the tension while still seeking an escape, you raise your hands in a placating gesture towards Jory and laugh nervously. Chill out, mate. That kick? Just part of the dance, you know.
I don't know why it
The grand
talks for me.
finale. You continue moving, though
I
your
gotta get that
dance
out of
now
here.
carries a note of desperation, hoping to maintain Jory's attention just a bit longer without inciting him to action. Your plea for help is cast towards Corbin with a significant look, silently conveying the urgency of the situation. Understanding flashes in Corbin's eyes as she subtly nods, signaling she's caught onto your plan. With all the grace and stealth you hoped she possessed, Corbin moves quietly from her cell, a shadow among shadows. Jory, still confused but momentarily lulled by your explanation, hasn't noticed Corbin's approach. His gaze is fixed on you, the cudgel in his hand lowered just slightly as he tries to make sense of your antics. In a flash, Corbin acts. She moves with the precision and silence of a trained thief, closing the distance behind Jory.
Nice.
With a swift, practiced motion, she uses the element of surprise to her advantage, incapacitating Jory with a well-placed strike. The guard crumples to the ground, unconscious before he even realizes what's happening.
Nice.
Quick, grab the keys, Corbin whispers urgently, eyeing the hallways for any sign of additional crew members alerted by the commotion. You rush to Jory's side, snatching the keys from his belt and hastily unlocking your cell door. Freedom from the cell is exhilarating, but you're not out of danger yet.
It's such a bad time right now.
The two of you share a moment of understanding, knowing the next steps require stealth and speed. We need to find your belongings and get off this ship.
Yeah, alright. I don't care, honestly. All of this stuff, I'm gonna lean down, I'm gonna switch clothes with that pirate, so I'm disguised as a pirate. And I'm gonna be like, alright, I have an idea, you stay here, don't rat me out. I'm gonna go find my way to, like, the storage of the ship, see if I can't find anything. No, not the storage yet. I'll just give those instructions, and then I'll walk out the door, and I'll start looking through the hallways.
Quickly and efficiently, you kneel beside the unconscious Jory, stripping off his pirate attire and swapping it with your own clothes. The disguise isn't perfect. There might be size mismatches and unfamiliar scents clinging to the fabric, but it should pass a cursory glance, especially in the dim lighting of the ship's interior. Corbin watches the transformation with a mix of amusement and admiration.
Obviously.
Clever, she remarks,
Yeah,
her
you
tone
already know,
laced with a
baby.
hint of respect. Just remember, act like you belong, and most will not give you a second glance.
Oh, I know.
With a nod to Corbin,
just happened?
signaling your understanding and appreciation for her swift assistance, you step out of the brig, now garbed in the guise of a pirate. The corridor's up.
Alright. And then now I gotta change to part 2. Alright, now that I have found my way to the storage room, I take a look around and see what's here. Man, I wish royalty-free was better.
In the dimly lit storage room, surrounded by the scent of salt and wood, you begin to take stock of your surroundings. The space is cramped and cluttered, filled to the brim with the spoils of piracy and the necessities of life at sea. Barrels of fresh water and rum are stacked alongside crates of foodstuffs, bolts of cloth, and chests that likely contain more personal or valuable plunder. You move quietly among the stored goods, looking for anything that might be yours, especially the stone tablet, which is...
Now, okay, there's a crab cage in here too. Come on. This is day 1 stuff.
Upon further inspection of the storage room, amidst the clutter of goods and shadows, you indeed spot a crab cage tucked away in a corner. It seems out of place among the treasures and supplies, a simple wooden and metal construction that hums with a faint, otherworldly energy. Remembering the tales and warnings of the sea, you recall that such creatures are not always what they seem, especially in a world where magic intertwines with the mundane. Curiosity piqued, you approach the cage. Inside, you find it not filled with ordinary crabs, but luminescent sea creatures, their bodies aglow with soft, pulsating light.
It is a rough one today.
The sight is mesmerizing, and it dawns on you that these are no mere sea creatures but possibly beings of significant importance, perhaps even related to the mystical aspects of the sea you've heard tales of. The presence of these creatures aboard a pirate ship raises many questions. Were they captured for their beauty, their value, or something more? Their gentle light and calm demeanor suggest a depth of mystery and power. You recall the uneasy alliance between pirates and the creatures of the deep.
Okay. I'm just gonna push the crab cage, just like I'm gonna push it off the side of the boat, just straight into the ocean. I'm assuming whatever's in here is going to be the pirates' meals, and I'm just trying to inconvenience them. I'm just gonna push it off, and then I'm gonna head back up to the ship deck. Now that I'm in full pirate garb, I should not be looked at too suspiciously.
With a decision made, you grasp the crab cage, its otherworldly occupants pulsating with a gentle, ethereal glow, and make your way cautiously through the ship's labyrinthine corridors towards the deck. The weight of the cage is not burdensome, but you handle it carefully, mindful of the precious cargo and its potential significance.
Okay.
Reaching the deck without incident, thanks to your pirate disguise and the ship's crew being preoccupied with their various duties, you find yourself at the railing.
Stop giving me options.
The ocean sprawls out before you, vast and endless, its surface reflecting the moonlight.
It's not.
With a final glance around to ensure no prying eyes are upon you, you heave the cage over the side of the Sovereign Reprisal.
Okay. I don't know why it's
The cage hits the water with a splash, quickly swallowed by the waves. For a moment, there's silence, and then the sea around where the cage disappeared begins to churn and glow, a light emanating from beneath the waves. The spectacle is brief but mesmerizing, a dance of light and water that fades as quickly as it appeared. Whether the sea creatures have returned home or called out to their kin, you cannot say.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that's probably bad in some way, but whatever. Still in disguise, I'm gonna head up to the captain's quarters, just sort of knock on the door, or walk in, whatever I'm feeling, honestly. I'm gonna have a word with the captain. See if we can do that. See what happens there, huh? On your own time.
Emboldened by your recent actions and still under the guise of a pirate, you make your way towards the captain's quarters. The decision to confront Captain Haley Blacktide directly is audacious, to say the least.
I'm pretty sure that's not
as
how you
the leader
pronounce
of the Sovereign Reprisal.
She's
a figure of both respect and fear among her crew, known for her cunning and maritime prowess. The door to the captain's quarters stands before you, imposing yet inviting, carved with scenes of the sea and its myriad creatures. Taking a moment to gather your thoughts and bolster your courage, you decide on your approach.
I'm fine with that.
Without hesitation, you knock firmly on the door, the sound echoing slightly in the quiet that surrounds this part of the ship.
Music, you think?
After a brief pause, a voice from within, strong and commanding, calls out, "Enter." You push open the door and step inside. The captain's quarters are richly appointed, a stark contrast to the rest of the ship. Maps and charts are strewn across a large table, and various nautical instruments and curios line the shelves.
Is it royalty-free pirate music? Yeah, let's do that.
A large window at the far end offers a view of the sea's endless expanse.
Pirate music?
Captain Haley Blacktide herself is seated at the table,
Are you sure
her piercing gaze lifting to meet yours as you enter. Despite your disguise, there's an intensity in her eyes that suggests she's not easily fooled. "What business have you aboard my ship, disguised as one of my crew? Speak quickly, for your sake," she demands, her tone leaving no room for prevarication.
What was that
Caught in the act, you realize this is a pivotal moment. How you
Yo, what up? It's your boy, Ragnar, the Barbarian. I just kind of came on this ship here via teleportation. I'm sure you heard of me. I was very rudely thrown into the brig, and I wanted to know what's the deal with that. Also, what's the deal with everything else on this ship? There was quite a large crab cage full of it looked like very important magical sea creatures. Don't worry about that. I released those back into the ocean, so they are free. And now I'm kind of just here to figure out the rest of this. What's going on? And I'll take a look around the room as well. See if that does anything. Also, this music, I'm not feeling it, dude. I'm really not feeling it. I'm for real not feeling it.
Captain Haley Blacktide, known for her unwavering composure, raises an eyebrow at your introduction, a hint of surprise flickering across her features. Despite the audacity of your entrance and the boldness of your words, she doesn't immediately call for her crew or show signs of hostility. Instead, she leans back in her chair, assessing you with a scrutinous gaze that seems to pierce right through your guise.
Okay. What does that
Ragnar
mean?
the barbarian, you say?
That's your boy.
Teleported aboard, released my captives, and
Yep.
now seeks audience with me as if it were a social call. She muses, her voice laced with a mix of incredulity and amusement. You've caused quite a stir for someone who's just figuring out what's going on. As for the sea creatures, those weren't mere crabs in that cage.
Are you sure? Because they looked like crabs.
You've unknowingly meddled in affairs far beyond the understanding of most land dwellers. She stands, her presence commanding as she steps closer to you, the moonlight from the window casting her shadow long across the floor.
Alright, chill out. Hold up.
However, your actions, intentional or not, have set certain events into motion. The creatures you freed were bound for a purpose, one that's now unfulfilled.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
This could have consequences for us all.
Okay. No, I'm... Alright.
Taking a moment to let her words sink in, she then gestures to the room around her, filled with artifacts and charts. This ship, the Sovereign Reprisal, is more than just a pirate vessel. We're seekers of truth, collectors of the arcane, and occasionally, mediators between the realms of sea and land.
I don't know what that means.
Your
Honestly.
arrival, and subsequent actions, suggest there's more at play than mere chance.
Yeah, it's me.
She moves to the table, laying a hand on an open chart that seems to depict mystical ley lines and convergence points across the ocean. I'm inclined to believe your tale, Ragnar, for it aligns with omens and portents we've been observing.
Let's take a look around, shall we?
As for being thrown in the brig, it's standard practice for stowaways and unknown entities, though you've proven to be far from ordinary. Captain Black...
Hey, what's the deal with the kids? They look royal in some way. What's the deal with that, huh? Dude, if it's not one thing, it's 7 other things. Cause that just completely stopped. Hey, what's with the kids? Nothing? Okay, so that's broken. Of course it is. Hello? Okay, I gotta reload. I love to see it, you know? I really do. Everything breaks all at once. But you know what? Bad boys don't give up. Alright. What's the deal with the kids? They look like they're royal or something like that, okay? Now, I don't know what pirates get into these days, but I do know that there was some captive sea creatures. There was a captured rogue downstairs. She seemed pretty nice. I don't think you're good pirates, alright? I think you stole those kids. I think you, picked up some sea creatures, and that kind rogue, that lockpicked her way out of that cell. Actually, now that I think about it, all of that probably could put you in the good spectrum as well. I'm not sure. I guess I'm asking for a little bit more information. But for real though, what's with the kids?
Captain
Royal
Black Tide
coupling.
listens intently as you express your concerns and suspicions, her expression unreadable for a moment before she offers a small nod of understanding. Your observations are astute, Ragnar. It's clear you've seen much in your short time aboard. As for the children, yes, they are of royal blood. Prince Elian and Princess Amara. She confirms, her tone softening slightly at the mention of their names. She turns to look out the window at the dark sea beyond, her back to you as she continues. It's not theft, but a matter of protection. Their kingdom, under siege from within by corruption and betrayal, left them vulnerable to far worse than pirates. Their parents, desperate to see them safe, sought us out. The sovereign reprisal and its crew, while outlaws in the eyes of many, stand against tyranny and oppression. We took them under our wing, not as captives, but as charges to be protected until the time comes to restore them to their rightful place. Turning back to face you, Blacktide's gaze is earnest, hoping to convey the truth of her words.
Yeah? Is that it? You're just gonna stop in the middle of the reading?
Seek clarification first. Before making a decision, ask for further details on how you can...
Okay, if you could just do me a favor and just clear my name with the rest of the crew. I clearly don't mean any harm. Neither does that rogue. She might, actually, now that I think about it. She knocked out one of the guards by my command, but you know, that kind of dangerousness does not bode well. Anyway, I'm just gonna say I trust you with the royal children, alright? It's not really my deal to argue there. I am, however, gonna go outside to the ship deck and take a look at where those sea creatures got lobbed into the ocean, and take a second look, see if there's any magical things going on. Because that did not bode well when she said, "It's like an opportunity or something."
Captain Haley Blacktide nods in acknowledgement of your requests and concerns.
How does she know the name?
Clearing your name, and that of Corbin's, with the crew will be done.
Okay.
As for the guard, Jory, he's more resilient than he looks.
Yeah, okay. Well, he was out for a while.
A bit of rest, and he'll be as gruff as ever.
I don't
She
know
assures
about
you
that,
with a
but-
hint of a smile, indicating that such incidents, while not commonplace, are not unheard of on her ship. Your willingness to trust in our care of the royal children speaks to your character, Ragnar. It's a rare thing, trust, especially aboard a pirate ship. I respect that. She walks with you to the door of the captain's quarters, pausing before you.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more chance here, because clearly
Contemplate
the AI
the sea's response.
is not working.
Take a moment to reflect on what this magical display might mean for your journey and how it connects to the broader mysteries of Eldoria.
It's not nighttime, it's daytime.
Report back to Captain Blacktide.
Something happens after
Share
I
what you've
throw
witnessed with
those
Captain
creatures
Blacktide,
into the-
seeking her insight
into
and
the sea.
discussing the next steps in your newly formed alliance. How do you wish to proceed?
This is a real rough one today. I'll tell you what.
As you stand at the railing in the daylight, having just released the sea creatures back into the ocean, you watch intently for any sign of disturbance or acknowledgement from the depths below. The bright sun casts its light over the waves, making the sea shimmer with life and activity. Moments after the cage disappears beneath the surface, the water around the drop point begins to churn and bubble. It's subtle at first, but then, with a suddenness that catches you off guard, a massive whirlpool forms, swirling with powerful currents that pull at the ship, rocking it gently. From the center of the
actually
whirlpool,
working.
a colossal figure emerges, its form obscured by the spray of the sea.
Cool, awesome.
The crew of the Sovereign Reprisal rushes to the sides of the ship, shouting and pointing in awe and fear. The figure is a giant sea monster, unlike anything you've seen in tales or nightmares, its body covered in scales that glitter in the sunlight. But the monster does not attack. Instead, it lets out a deep, resonant sound that vibrates through the air and water, a call that seems to
What do
speak
you
directly
mean it
to the
doesn't
very essence
attack?
of the sea itself. Following this call, the released creatures, now visible as they glow brightly beneath the water, swim around the monster in a dance of light and motion, a spectacle of natural harmony and power.
Okay, this is not working. Okay, this has been an enlightening experience. Quite literally, like just one of the worst ones, to be fair. I think I'm just gonna go back to the drawing board. Kind of ran with the punches there, and it's still giving it to me. I think we're gonna have to modify a bit of the system here. This is rough. It's very difficult to put one of these together and have it work back to back every time. Whatever. All right. I don't know. Go watch an ASMR stream or something. My stuff is not working out. It's a bit early. It's a bit early in the technology, but I will not give up. Except for right now. I'm totally giving up right now. But I'm not going to give up on the idea. The idea eventually is going to work, okay? I just need some time and some energy and some effort. Okay, whatever. It happens. As everyone in the entire universe will tell you, everything happens for a reason. Whatever that reason is, you know, who knows? Honestly, who knows? I'm still gonna do the outro. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you did, I certainly wouldn't have. But if you did, thank you. I will see you all here next time on the Ragnar Show. Every day, 7:30 to 8:30. Well, not every day. But Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Only the fun days. And well, we're gonna have some fun next time. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna work out some of these bugs, and we'll pick her up. If you want to take a crack at it, that'll be chat.openai.com. Go to the custom GBTs and look up Eldoria Text RPG Interactive Adventure Game. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night. I am gonna go cry. Starting to be one of those usual nights. But you know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. 26 views. I'm really getting up there. Just to let you know, it was 500 last month. So I'm getting worse. I'm getting worse. We'll crack this algo, whatever it is. All right. One of these days, at least. About 5 minutes, huh?